was downloading the blackboard. So in the last class we had completed electrostatics we finished electric fields and charges and the chapter complete pannittu, and I had started with electrostatic potential and capacitance. So that was our transition in the last class. The formulas ellame paathom. So what are all the important formulas? Competitive exams point of view I had given a huge list of formulas. The same was also shared on the WhatsApp groups. So I hope you would be familiar with the formulas. So we are going to see all the questions, all probability of all the questions coming from the next chapter, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance. So full and full so we'll look at that. So one by one. So here comes the first question. Let me just put today's date, then begin. Okay, so we'll start off with some easier ones. So first question. The relation between electric field that is vector E and potential gradient that is dV by dr is given by, so options, option A, E is equal to 1 upon VR. B, option B, vector E is equal to dV upon dr the whole square. Option C, vector E is equal to dV by dr, and option B, vector E is equal to log of dV by dr.
Sir, option C.
Answer is option
C.
Okay. Yeah, potential gradient it is electric field. So change in potential so with respect to the distance from the point of contact, so obviously it is option C. So potential gradient is expressed in terms of electric field as E is equal to dV by dr. Perfect. So adora SI units kuda sollirunga then and there, so that we can clarify what is the SI unit of electric field. Standard unit formula உங்களுக்கு இப்ப தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு. So அதோட யூனிட் கூட சொல்லிருங்க. What will be the unit of electric field? So
volt per meter in volt.
dV by dr அப்படிங்கும்போது V obviously it is potential இல்லையா? So this is nothing but potential difference. So potential difference ஓட யூனிட் என்னது? Volt.
Volt.
Correct. And R Distance
Meter.
in meters. Perfect. So இதை வந்து நம்ம வோல்ட் per meter அப்படின்னு கூட எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ வோல்ட் per meter மட்டும்தான் எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டோட யூனிட்டா? அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் தட் டோன்ட் வி ஹேவ் எனி அதர் யூனிட்ஸ்?
Newton per coulomb.
எஸ், நம்ம அதை வந்து எப்படி சொல்றோம்? How do we understand that that is also unit? Based on one more formula. Can you tell me what is the other formula?
Electric field equal to F by Q.
Yes, E is equal to F upon Q. F is equal to QE. Perfect. So the force acting per unit charge அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நம்ம எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டிங் கூட சொல்றோம். This is one more relationship which we already learned. So F வந்து KQ by R square கூட எழுதிக்கலாம். So I mean KQ1 Q2 by R square. So F is newtons and Q is in coulombs. So அதனால we will get newtons per coulomb. So these are the two possible units for electric field. Great. So now moving on to the next question, the second one. Direction of flow of charges. Direction of flow of charges between two charged bodies. The direction of flow of charges between two charged bodies is determined by the options are, first one, option A, potential, option B, charge, option C, electric field, and option D, force. So which is the correct
Electric
answer?
field.
Electric field. Okay, why is it electric field? It's actually not electric field. But why did you feel so?
Sir, positive na outward, negative na inward வரங்காட்டி.
Correct. So இப்போ நான் ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் எடுத்துக்கிறேன், அதே மாதிரி இன்னொரு நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜை எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்றேன். So how are the electric lines of force expressed?
Positive radially outward.
Correct.
Negative radially inward.
Okay. So நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணலாமா?
Yes, sir.
So we generally express like this. Positive is radially outwards. இப்போ நான் இங்க depict பண்றது பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is interaction of two charges, both opposite charges. ஒன்னு positive எடுத்திருக்கேன் and one more வந்து இன்னொன்னு வந்து negative express பண்ணிருக்கேன். So you can see that positive is radially outwards, அப்புறம் negative வந்து radially inwards. Perfect. இப்போ இங்க நீங்க பார்க்கக்கூடிய lines வந்து it's the electric lines of forces. Okay. So electric lines of force வந்து we are depicting. Those lines we are depicting here. But இங்க question பாத்தீங்கன்னா the direction of flow of charges between two charged bodies is determined by. Is it simply determined by force? No, it is not force also. எதனால இது flow ஆகுது? The main reason, exactly, potential difference உங்களுக்கு இருந்தா மட்டுமே you will have a force of, you will have a direction of flow of charges. Otherwise there is not going to be any direction in the first place. Potential difference illana, can you expect the electric lines of force to be generated in the first place? Obviously no. Yeah, there has to be a potential difference. நீங்க எலக்ட்ரிக் சர்க்யூட்ஸ் கூட எடுத்துக்கோங்க, உங்களுக்கு பேட்டரி ஆர் செல் நீங்க கனெக்ட் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா, இல்ல நீங்க கனெக்ட் பண்றீங்கன்னா why do you connect a cell or why do you connect a battery in a circuit? ஏன்னா it is offering potential difference. Potential difference இது ஆஃபர் பண்றதுனால தான் உங்களுக்கு கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோவே ஆகுது. potential difference illa appadina you will not have the, current flow, or the flow of current is not possible in any circuit. Same way even with charges also, you have two charges, one of the charges at a higher potential, the other charge is at a lower potential. Yeah, so therefore it is going to flow from the region of higher to the region of lower. So across the potential gradient, or potential gradient setup ஆறதுனால தான் you are having flow of charges taking place, the direction of flow of charges taking place. So the correct answer for this is option A, that is potential. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now moving on to the next part. See the third question. The potential difference between two points, the potential difference between 2 points is 20 volts. The work done in moving a charge, the work done in moving a charge of 100 microcoulombs from one point to another is options. Option A, 3 microjoules. Option B, 2 decijoules. Option C, 2 joules. And option D, 2 millijoules. Try பண்ணுங்க.
Sir, 2 millijoules.
2 millijoules. Okay, எப்படி solve பண்ணீங்க?
Sir, W is equal to QV.
Okay.
Q 100 microcoulomb. V 20 volt. 20 into 100 into 10 power minus 6.
20 into 100 into
10 power minus 6.
okay, W is equal to Q into V, no? QE in சொன்னீங்க. Okay, I mean I think you said V only, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. W is equal to QV, you go for a cross multiplication and you get 2 millijoules. Perfect. Yes, so this is how you do this question. Okay, next question. Three capacitors of capacity 2 microfarad are taken. The ratio of CS upon CP, the ratio of CS upon CP will be options. So option A, 1:3. Option B, 1:9. Option C, 3:1. Option D, 6:5. So இது ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. 3 capacitors of capacity 2 microfarads எடுத்திருக்காங்க. So what the ratios of series to parallel capacitance is what they are asking. So combination of capacitors வந்து நம்ம ஏற்கனவே பார்த்துட்டோம் the formula. So அதுதான் நம்ம இங்க அப்ளை பண்றோம். So what is the formula for series combination of capacitors? Anybody?
1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3.
Yes, இங்க C1, C2, C3 எல்லாமே ஒண்ணுதான். அது வந்து 2 microfarad தான். So அதே மாதிரி parallel பாத்தீங்கன்னா parallel நம்ம சும்மா add பண்ணா போதும் இல்லையா? So everything you need to add, that's it. So CP is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. That's all.
Sir, 1:4.
1:4 வருதா? But 1:4 in the option இல்லைங்களே. There is no 1:4 in the option. The answer is different. Try பண்ணுங்க பரவாயில்ல. First take series, take your time. Series ஓட வேல்யூ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொல்லுங்க தனியா, அதுக்கப்புறம் parallel ஓட வேல்யூ தனியா சொல்லுங்க so that I can verify.
Series 3/2.
Series வந்து என்ன சொன்னீங்க? 3/2
sir.
Series 3/2. No dear, it is actually 2/3. ஏன்னா நீங்க 1/CS சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. நான் CS கேட்டிருக்கிறேன். Reciprocal எடுக்க மறந்துட்டீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Isn't it?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah, see? So we should avoid those silly mistakes. It's okay. Now it is okay to do mistakes.
Sir, 1:9.
Perfect. That is the answer. So புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா how to do this question? Okay. So what
Yes,
about
sir.
others? I hope it is clear to everybody. You want me to show the solution? I will show it. It's easy only this question. Okay. So பார்க்கலாம் நம்ம இதோட சொல்யூஷன் பார்க்கலாம். Yes, first step வந்து நம்ம series CS நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். That is capacitance in series. Formula for capacitance in series வந்து 1/CS is equal to 1/C1 plus 1/C2 plus 1/C3. இங்க வந்து நம்ம क्वेश्चनல C1, C2, C3 all are equal to what is the value?
2.
Yes, 2 microfarad. So அது போட்டுக்கலாம். இப்போ நம்ம அதை சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா you will get 1/CS is equal to 1/2 plus 1/2 into plus 1/2. So அதை நான் எப்படி எழுதிக்கலாம்? 1/2 into 3 எழுதிக்கலாம். So I will get this as 3/2 microfarad. அது வந்து 1/CS, but we wanted CS only, isn't it? So take a reciprocal. So 2/3 ஆயிடும். So 2/3 microfarad is the value of CS. That is total capacitance in series. அதே மாதிரி capacitance in parallel. So CP பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it is C1 plus C2 plus C3, which can be written as 2 microfarad into 3 னே எழுதிக்கலாம். So 2 3s are 6 microfarad. So that is the value of CP. So இப்போ we go for taking the ratios. So CS by CP is equal to 2/3 upon 6. So go for a simplification. So இது வந்து reciprocal எடுத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன வரும்? 2/3 the whole divided by 6. You will get 2/18. Then go for a simplification. So 1/9. So CS is to CP is equal to 1:9. So that is the answer. So the answer is option B. Okay, so that is the correct option. So this is how you solve this type of questions. This is a detailed solution. Okay, another question pola. What is the next question number? It is question number 5. So next question. Now we'll go to little tough ones also eventually. Slowly I'll increase the toughness. Okay, now moving on. Okay, 2-point charges. 2-point charges. 5 into 10 power minus 8 coulomb and minus 3 into 10 power minus 8 coulomb are located 16 centimeters apart. Are located 16 centimeters apart. At what point along the line at what point the line joining the 2-point charges is the electric potential zero. Is the electric potential zero? Options. First option, so first option, five centimeters. Second option, 10 centimeters. Third option, 15 centimeters. Fourth option, 20 centimeters. Yes, you try பண்ணுங்க. So you have 2-point charges that are located 16 centimeters apart. At what point along the line joining the two charges is electric potential zero? So that is the question. Yes, did you get it? Idea இல்லைங்களா? சரி, we'll see how to do this question, don't worry. So இங்க வந்து we have two charges. So எப்பவுமே when they give you a question, நான் first சொல்றது தான் எப்பவுமே given data interpretation is the first and foremost thing that you will have to do. So என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? At least you tell me what is given in the question. What is the data which is given?
Q
Yes.
charge
2 point charges கொடுத்திருக்காங்க.
ரெண்டு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Q1, Q2 they have already given. So அதை நம்ம எழுதிக்கலாமே. So they have given us two charges, that is 5 into 10 power minus 8 coulomb is given. இன்னொரு charge பாத்தீங்கன்னா is
minus 3 into 10 power minus 8, sir.
Yes. So ரெண்டு charges கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. Q1, Q2 கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. Apart from that, one more information is also there. What is that?
Distance between 2 point charges.
Exactly. Distance between both the charges have also been specified. Okay. So R is also given. That is 16 centimeters. Okay. So first one, the data interpretation. Okay. We have interpreted the data. இப்போ next வந்து you have to validate your data. Data validation means கொடுத்திருக்கிற data ப்ராப்பரான SI யூனிட்ல இருக்கா இல்லையா அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம செக் பண்ணிக்கணும். Is it given in proper units? Okay. Now நமக்கு ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் பாருங்க. ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் கூட சென்டிமீட்டர்ஸ்ல தான் இருக்கு. Okay. Our answer options are also in centimeters. And your distance is also in centimeter here. It's okay. So it should not be a problem. So converting from meters to centimeters is really not important here. ஏன்னா நமக்கு ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் கூட சென்டிமீட்டர்ஸ்லயே கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Okay. So அதை வந்து நம்ம விட்டுறலாம். Next. So the data is done. So next வந்து என்ன சொல்றாங்க, at what point along the line joining the 2 point charges is the electric potential 0? So we have to draw the diagram for this. So ரெண்டு சார்ஜ் இருக்கு. ஒரு சார்ஜ் வந்து Q1, இன்னொரு சார்ஜ் வந்து Q2. So நான் இன்னொரு சார்ஜ் Q2 அப்படின்னு மார்க் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். You can see here Q1 பார்ட் வந்து நான் பாயிண்ட் A அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கிறேன். Q2 is placed at a point B அப்படின்னு நான் வந்து just illustrate பண்ணிக்கிறேன். Okay, given situation வந்து நம்ம illustrate பண்ணிக்கிறோம். And what is the distance between AB? As per the question, the distance between AB is 16 centimeters. So அது கூட நம்ம வந்து denote பண்ணிக்கலாம். So this is what is the given situation for us. Okay. Now at what point along the line joining two charges is the electric potential 0? So at what point along the line joining? What is the meaning of at what point along the line joining the two charges? அப்படின்னா ஏக்கும் பிக்கும் நடுவுல ஏதோ ஒரு பாயிண்ட் இருக்கு. அந்த பாயிண்ட்ல வந்து the electric potential is 0. ஸோ அந்த பாயிண்ட் தான் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். அந்த பாயிண்ட் வந்து மிட் பாயிண்டா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. ஸோ நான் வந்து ரேண்டமா ஒரு பாயிண்ட் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். ஸோ லெட் மீ நேம் தட் பாயிண்ட் as say பாயிண்ட் C. Okay. So I am taking one point. That point I am naming it as point C. So assume that at this point C, that the potential is going to be the electric field. I mean the electrostatic potential or the electric potential is going to be 0 at this point. Not electric field, the electric potential. Okay. Next. Now I am going to express the distances of these two charges from this point. That is what I am going to do. Total distance between A to B is 16 அப்படின்னா what will be from A to C and what will be from C to B is what I am going to express. சரிங்களா? So that is what we are going to do. Okay, so till here is it clear? So இது வந்து this is what we are doing. Now next we are going to the next step of solving the question. Okay. So total distance வந்து
16.
ஸோ ஒரு சார்ஜ்லேருந்து நம்ம டிஸ்டன்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு அன்னோன் வேரியபிள் வச்சுக்கலாம். ஏன்னா ரெண்டு அன்னோன்ஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா we cannot really solve. ஸோ from Q1 to point C வந்து நம்ம say we will take it as நம்ம R ஏற்கனவே இங்கே எடுத்துட்டோம் அப்படிங்கிறதுனால we will take this as D. Okay. So we will take this as D. From Q1 to point C D அப்படின்னா what will be the distance from C to B?
16 minus D.
Perfect. 16 minus D. புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? So இந்த மாதிரி தான் நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்றோம். If this is D, that is 16 minus D. So that also I am writing it down. Okay, that is 16 minus d. So okay, fine. Now we are writing the superposition, this one we are applying the superposition principle for the sum of the electric potentials due to a system of charges. Do you remember the formula, superposition principle or the formula? It tells you that V is equal to என்ன formula ஞாபகம் இருக்குங்களா? Do you have the idea? K, K வந்து common எல்லாத்துக்குமே, so you can take K outside. K sigma I is equal to 1 to n. You remember the formula? Qi upon
R square.
by Ri. Okay. So Qi upon Ri. So this was the formula. Okay. R square does not come here. So it is Qi upon Ri. So இது நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம். Now we go and use this formula. So we can write V is equal to, so the electric potential is equal to ரெண்டு சார்ஜஸ் இருக்கிறதுனால, so I can write this as K times Q1 divided by R1. So you can take that R1 as இங்க நம்ம D ன்னு எடுத்துருக்கோம். So you can take it as D plus K into Q2 upon, you now this thing you will take
16 minus D.
16 minus D.
exactly 16 minus D. அவ்வளவுதான். So we are generalizing. இப்போ electric potential has to be 0 அப்படின்னா what is our condition? ஏற்கனவே ஒரு கண்டிஷன் கொடுத்திருக்கிறோம். It has to be 0 means I will substitute in the place of V 0. So 0 is equal to K into Q1. இப்போ now you go for substitution. Okay. So K into, what is the value of Q1? You already have that in the question, which is 5 into 10 power minus 8.
Into 10 power minus 8.
Yes. Okay, into 10 power minus 8 divided by D plus, அடுத்தது பாருங்க, K into Q2. Q2 வந்து you will have to be careful. ஏன்னா Q2 க்கு வந்து there is direction also. There is minus sign convention. So எப்படி எழுதிக்குவோம்? So you will take it as minus 3K into 10 power minus 8 divided by 16 minus D. ஓகேங்களா? This is how I express. Rearrange பண்ணுங்க, K cancel ஆயிரும். Minus 10 also is going to get cancelled off. Just tell me what is D value now. That's all. You will get the answer. இங்கிருந்து நீங்க solve பண்ணுங்க. Tell me what is D. Just go for a rearrangement. Yes, try பண்ணுங்க. This is the method to solve this question. Yes, கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? D value என்ன
10
வருது?
centimeters, sir.
D is 10 centimeters. Perfect. So you will get it as 10 centimeters. Good. That is the answer. Okay, this is the method to solve this type of questions. Okay. So now we are moving on. What is the next question number? Question number 6. So moving on to the next one. Okay. A regular hexagon of side 10 centimeters has a charge of 5 microcoulomb at each of its vertices. அதாவது அதோட எட்ஜஸ்ல இருக்கு. The potential at the center of the hexagon. Potential at the center of the hexagon is option A 0, option B 2 into 10 to the power 6 volts, option C infinity, option D 2.7 into 10 power 6 volts. Yes, இது ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. So regular hexagon என்னது? It is a polygon with 6 sides. இல்லையா? All the sides are equal.
D option also.
D. Okay, 2.7 to 10 power 6 volt வருதா? Okay. Yeah, that is correct. So எப்படி solve பண்ணீங்க? Good.
Sir, hexagon diagram போட்டேன்.
Okay.
Superposition formula.
Okay, hexagon diagram. Very. And you applied superposition. So at each and every vertices of the hexagon, what do we have at each and every vertices?
5 mu C, sir.
Correct. 5 microcoulombs. Seri. So at the center, how did you find it? So for superposition, what did you do? Correct. What you did is correct. The approach is right. Center one, we will take it as O. So according to the superposition principle, you know that the potential is equal to K times sigma I is equal to 1 to n Qi upon Ri. இதுதான் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க இல்லையா? So here you have found out what is the value of V. With respect to the center you have found. So with respect to the center, all of them are at equal distances. அப்படிங்கிறதுனால, so what will happen? So V is equal to K. Yeah, into what value you are getting?
Sir, 3 into 10 power minus 6 வந்துச்சு.
Okay, K into 3 into 10 power minus 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that?
Nearer D இருந்தங்காட்டி D சொன்னேன்.
Okay, D value? What is the D value? Hexagon ஓட side கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So what is this length?
10 cm.
அதுவும் 10 தானா? Okay, fine. So you will have to apply by finding out that distance also. So V is equal to, you can simply say joined இல்லையா? So all the sides are equal. So centimeter வந்து நம்ம மீட்டர்ஸ்ல கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி ஆகணும். So 10 into 10 power minus 2 எழுதிக்கலாம் இல்லையா, divided by 100. So you will get 10 power minus 1. For the 10 power minus 1 you can bring it up and then go for a simplification. ஓகேங்களா? 6 5s are 30. 30 times 9. 3 9s are 27 இல்லையா? So 270 into 10 to the power மேல வந்து you have 9 and minus 6. So 10 power 9 minus 6 is 3.
10 power
isn't
3.
it? Yes. Divided by கீழ ஒரு 10 power minus 2. Minus 2 and the plus 1 உங்களுக்கு
Minus
minus 1
1, sir.
வரும். And finally you will get 217 10 power 4 வரும். Isn't it? And you simplify it, significant figure எழுதுங்க. So you'll get 2.7 into 10 to the power. The decimal places are moving towards the left. So you need to increase the power. So 6.
6.
அவ்வளவுதான். So it's 2.7 times 10 power 6 volts. Okay, that is the potential at the center. And hence the answer is option D. புரியுதுங்களா? This is how you solve it. That's it. So இங்க நம்ம generalize பண்ணிட்டோம் for the hexagon. Okay, so now moving on to the next question. So question number 7. Okay, a spherical conductor of radius 12 centimeter has a charge of 1.6 times 10 to the power minus 7 coulombs distributed uniformly along its surface. Distributed uniformly along its surface. The electric field at a point 18 centimeters from its center is option A 4 into 10 to the power 4 newtons per coulomb. Option B 4.4 into 10 to the power 4 newtons per coulomb. Option C 5 into 10 to the power 4 newtons per coulomb. Option D 6.4 into 10 to the power 4 newtons per coulomb. These are the options. So you try பண்ணுங்க based on what is the given data and what you should be finding. So quick ஒரு bookல வந்து you write it down. So எப்பவுமே bookோட you practice. Write down what is given and then tell me what you need to be finding. So electric field ஓட formula வந்து you will apply here. So what is the formula for electric field? Yes, electric field formula. What is that? E
1
is
by
equal
4
to,
pi epsilon r square.
yes. So in simple terms, kq by r square.
R square.
Correct. Yeah. So solve பண்றீங்க நம்புறேன். So what is the final answer that you're getting? அது சொல்லுங்க. Once you have solved, so waiting for your response. Yes, solve பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? What is that? 4?
4.4 into 10 power 4.
4.4 into 10 power 4. Very good. That is the answer. So இது வந்து you directly you do it. So k value appropriate நீங்க வந்து centimeters வந்து meters convert பண்ணிக்கணும். அவ்வளவுதான். That is the only challenge, and do the appropriate simplification. Okay, so you will get the answer as 4.4 times 10 to the power 4 newtons per coulomb. So moving on to the next one. Okay, next 8th question. A parallel plate capacitor parallel plate capacitor with capacity, a parallel plate capacitor with capacity 8 picofarad, with 8 picofarad, with capacity 8 picofarad, is reduced to half, and dielectric substance is introduced between them. And dielectric substance is introduced between them. So on the dielectric substance or the dielectric constant you can take K is equal to 6. Okay. So calculate, instead of calculate, we'll put it in differently. The capacitance, the capacity அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கோங்க. The capacity after introducing dielectric constant is, the capacity after introducing dielectric constant is option A 36 picofarad, option B 54 picofarad, option C 96 picofarad, and option D 108 picofarad. இது ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. You have a parallel plate capacitor, அதோட capacity கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அப்புறம் it is reduced to half. Reduced to half அப்படிங்கிற மீனிங் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா the distance between the plates is reduced to half. அதுதான் மீனிங். சரிங்களா? So it is reduced to half and dielectric substance is introduced. அதோட dielectric constant கொடுத்துட்டாங்க 6 அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. So what is the capacity after introducing the dielectric constant? So what happens to the new capacitance after you introduce the dielectric constant? That is a question. Yes. What is the formula for a capacitor having a dielectric constant being filled between the plates?
Epsilon naught A by D.
Exactly. K into epsilon naught A by D, the formula. Okay. So, formula for parallel plate capacitor filled with dielectric constant K. So dielectric constant K வந்து நீங்க if you're filling the materials with dielectric constant K, what happens to the capacity? It get enhanced K times. அதுதான் meaning. So formula is C is equal to K times epsilon naught A by D. This is the formula. Okay. This is what you should be knowing. சரிங்களா? So K value they have given. Without dielectric, what is the formula? Just epsilon naught A by D the formula without dielectric. So you can say இதை வந்து நம்ம C அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். CK we will take. Okay, with dielectric is equal to K times. What about this epsilon naught A by D? It is without
C.
dielectric. அது சும்மா C னே எடுத்துக்கலாம். So C is just without the dielectric. Simple. That is the only relationship. சரிங்களா?
Yes, sir.
So then what happens? But there is a catch. In the question வந்து they are telling it is reduced to half the distance. So அப்படிங்கிறதுனால we don't end the process here. So reduce to half the distance அப்படின்னா there is a one more modification also that needs to be done, which is K times epsilon naught times A. What happens to the area of the capacitor?
A by 2.
When you reduce distance, when you reduce between them, so what is happening to the corresponding area is what we try to understand. Okay, area would remain the same thing, but distance mattum we are just reducing by half. So A you keep it. Distance will be D by 2. That is what you need to remember. Okay, and k value ஏற்கனவே क्वेश्चनல கொடுத்துட்டான். K is nothing but 6. So 6 into epsilon naught A divided by D by 2. That 2 will get reciprocal on the top. So you will get 6 2s are 12 into epsilon naught A by D. Is it clear? This is what you get.
Sir, distance கம்மியானா ஏரியாவும் கம்மியாகாதாங்க சார்?
ஓகேங்களா?
டிஸ்டன்ஸ் ரெடியூஸ் ஆனா ஏரியாவும் ரெடியூஸ் ஆகாதாங்க சார்?
பட் ஏரியா வந்து ஏரியா ஆஃப் த பிளேட் தானே. பிளேட் நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்றது கிடையாது. பிளேட்டை வந்து நம்ம சும்மா பிளேட்டோட டிஸ்டன்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்றோமே ஒழிய பிளேட்டோட கான்ஃபிகரேஷன் நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ணலையே. क्वेश्चनல they have mentioned that the plate is being reduced to half.
Yes
It's
sir.
only the distance between the plates. So அதனால கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகும். ஓகே, பிளேட் அதே பிளேட் தான். பழையபடி எப்படி இருந்ததோ the same plate only we are using, except for the fact that the distance between the plates is half than what it was before. So the distance மட்டும் தான் நம்ம ரெடியூஸ் பண்றோம். பிளேட்ஸ் வந்து அதே பிளேட்ஸ் தான். பிளேட்டோட கான்ஃபிகரேஷன் நம்ம மாத்துறது கிடையாது. Okay?
Yes sir.
So that is the same plate. Yes. So இப்போ what will be the answer? So you will get C is equal to 12 times epsilon naught A by D வந்து பழைய C. So we will take this as CK is equal to 12 times old C value. Old C value is without dielectric slab, on the value. How much is that value? 8 picofarad. Yeah. Directly substitute. What are you getting? 12 into 8 picofarad. What is the answer?
96 picofarad.
96.
That's all. The answer is 96. Quite simple. So in the if you are able to find out the logic, you can easily solve these type of questions. The answer is 96 picofarad. That's it. After you introduce the dielectric slab, now what is happening? Can you see the enhancement? Capacity enhance ayirka illaya? Earlier it was 8 picofarad.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
it is enhanced to 96 picofarad. So they can also modify the question and ask by what factor the capacitor has been enhanced. அப்படினா என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? It has been enhanced by a factor of? Yes, easy. By what
12,
factor is
sir.
the? Correct. சொல்லுங்க.
12 sir.
12. Very good. So the capacity has been increased by a factor of 12. That means it has become 12 times than what it was before. So that is the meaning. So this is how you approach these type of questions. So the correct answer for this question is option C. So the third one is the correct option. So this is how you solve these type of questions. Okay. So now we are moving on. We'll go to the next model. So ninth question. Okay, here comes the ninth question. The work done in moving a point charge of -2 nanocoulomb from coordinates that are from point A. The coordinate is 0, 0, 3 centimeters to another point. The point is B, 0, 4 centimeters, 0. Okay. Via point C, which is 0, 6 centimeters, 9 centimeters. Okay. Is Okay. Okay, instead of is, I'll just modify it. Via point C, 0, 6 centimeters, 9 centimeters. With respect to a charge of 8 millicoulombs located at the origin. At the origin is. Now I'll give you the options. Option A, option A, 12 joules. Option B, 1.2 joules. Option C, 12 millijoules. Option D, 1.2 kilojoules. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ இதை ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ ஒர்க் டன் இன் மூவிங் a point charge. Point charge வந்து 2 nanocoulombs கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ from point A to B via another point C. So all this is given with respect to a charge of 8 millicoulomb located at the origin. இது ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. So what is the work done for moving a charge from one point to another? Formula for work done is easy. W is equal to
Q into V.
Yeah, Q into V. Inga when you are moving from one point to another. So Q into
F minus
correct. Q times V2 minus V1. If you எழுதிக்கலாம். So express that. So இதை போய் generalize பண்ணுங்க. இது வந்து you apply the formulas now. Q times V2. What is V2? Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, which is KQ னு எழுதிக்கலாம் இல்லையா? So KQ by V2 அப்படின்னா you can take this as R2 minus KQ by R1 அப்படின்னு எழுதிக்கலாம். Okay. அப்புறம் போய் substitute பண்ணுங்க. So you have this. So you can generally say this. இப்போ இதுவும் Q1 எடுத்துக்கிறோம். So we will take this as Q1 just to bifurcate it, to differentiate. ஓகேங்களா? So Q வந்து common out, K யும் common out எடுத்துக்கலாம். So K, Q and Q1. Okay, within brackets you have 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. அவ்வளவுதான். So generally you get this. So K வந்து anyways K is 9 into 10 power 9. So you directly substitute that value to find out the work done. What is Q? And what is Q1? அதுவும் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க question. So Q is, what is the value of Q? As per the question. Yes. So the Q one here is, in this case is 8 millicoulomb, which is located at the center. 8 millicoulomb. And Q1 is our charge, that is minus 2 nanocoulombs. அவ்வளவுதான். Substitute பண்ணுங்க and calculate what is the work done. And what is R1, R2? That also need to be expressed. R1 and R2 வந்து நீங்க அந்த coordinates ல இருந்து you can get the values. What is the value of R1 and the value of R2. First one பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is only that 3 centimeters. As per the coordinates from A to B, பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is 3 centimeters. The variation that is taking place. And then R2 is 4 centimeters from the origin. எல்லாமே with respect to the origin தான். So everything is with respect to the origin that we are doing here. So 3 dimensional நீங்க வந்து coordinates mark பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will have an idea. ஓகேங்களா? So convert to meters. So what is the values of R1 and R2? So 0.04 னு எழுதிக்கலாம் இல்லையா? So this 0.04 meters. Same way R2 is 0.03 meters. That's it. Now go for simplification. Substitute பண்ணுங்க. Substitute the values and then you simplify the values. So 9 into 10 power 9 into 8 into 10 milli na 10 power minus 3 minus 2 nanocoulomb na minus 2 into 10 power minus 9 over within brackets 1 upon, okay, 1 second, R2 and R1 values, I think I wrote the other way around. R1 is only will be 0.03, isn't it? R2 is going to be 0.04. Okay, I just interchanged. Yeah, so ensure that you also change it. So this is 0.04 meters. Then you go for a substitution. அவ்வளவுதான். So simplify பண்ணுங்க. So the simplify பண்ணா what is the value that you're getting? All the powers you simplify.
12 to 10 power minus 3.
9 into 8 into 2. அது சொல்லுங்க first. How much is 9 into 8?
144.
Minus 144.
Okay, minus 144. Perfect.
10 to the power of minus 3.
Okay, you have minus 3 plus 9. Okay, plus 9 minus 9. Anyways, you get cancelled off. Good.
Into 0.03.
Okay.
Yes, 0.24 divided by.
Okay, LCM எப்படி extract பண்ணீங்க?
Sir, cross multiply, sir.
Okay. So 0.04 வந்து in terms of 10 power? minus
Minus.
2 எழுதிக்கலாமா?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is 3 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, you can even take the 10 power minus 2 out as a common. So within brackets you have 1 by 4 minus 1 by 3 now. Okay, from here you know how the LCM is done. Okay. So finally LCM எடுத்த பிற்பாடு சொல்லுங்க, what is the fraction that you're getting?
1 by 12, sir.
So this becomes minus 1. And the minus 2 மேல போச்சுனா plus 2. So plus 2 minus 3 minus 1. Okay. Into 1 by 4 minus 1 by 3.
1 by
அது
12,
சொல்லுங்க.
sir.
1 by?
12.
Minus 1 by 12, sir.
Minus 1 by 12. That is correct.
Minus 144 cancel, sir.
Okay. So in the full value, அதாவது 1 by 4 minus 1 by 3 வந்து minus 1 by 12. I am reconfirming. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. அதுக்கப்புறம் 144 and 12, it's anyways a square number. So you will get 12 தான். So minus 2
12
minus
into
ஆயிடும்.
10 minus 1.
12 into 10 power minus 1 decimal எப்படி எழுதிக்கலாம்? 1 point.
1.2.
அவ்வளவுதான். அதுதான் ஆன்சர். So work done is 1.2 joules. புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? So the correct answer is option
B, sir.
option B is correct. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, fine. Okay, fine students. So I think we are done. So we'll wind up here. Okay, so in the this notes also I will send it down. Send it in the WhatsApp group. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah.
Thank you, Manish.
Okay, welcome.
ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இப்போ
welcome.
இனி வரும் காலங்களில் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டவுட் இருந்தால் அடுத்த கிளாஸ் படி வெயிட் பண்ண வேண்டாம். அப்பப்போ நீங்கள் குரூப்பில் போட்டுருங்க. இப்போ நேற்று ஒரு பையன் எனக்கு டவுட் கேட்டார். நம்ம கிளாஸ்க்கு அதிகமாக வராத ஒரு பையன் தான், பட் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச பையன் தான். ஸோ நான் இப்போ சார்கிட்ட சொல்லி அந்த மெட்டீரியல் மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் அனுப்புங்கன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். அது மாதிரி ஏன்னா நம்ம அதுக்கு அவருக்குன்னு தனி கிளாஸ் எடுக்க முடியாது. பட் ஐ கேன் சென்ட் மெட்டீரியல்ஸ் சம்திங் லைக் தட். சம்திங் கேன் பி டன். அகெயின் ஐ எம் டெல்லிங் சுபாரினி அண்ட் சமிதா, யூ மேக் யூஸ் ஆஃப் அஸ். அவ்வளோதான், ஒரே வேர்டு அதுதான். ஹவ் யூ வில் மேக் யூஸ் ஆஃப் இட் அஸ், இட்ஸ் அப் டு யூ. In whatever way it's possible, we are willing to help all of you. Okay, thank you so much.